Hi, this is Gail, the Legacy Lady, and you are listening or watching Legacy After Dark. And I am using a new streaming platform. We are actually on Get Vocal tonight, and then streaming to Facebook. So I'm really quite excited about that. This is my first time trying that, so hopefully everything works the way it's supposed to. So the topic and episode, we'll start there. So this is episode 26 already, and I'm not quite sure how we got here. And it's all about how to get your kids engaged and talking with family and giving them an opportunity to have meaningful conversations with their loved ones and with anyone who's there at holiday dinners, whatever type of holiday you like to have. So if you have questions about anything, feel free to put them in the chat. And for anyone coming in there, I am streaming to Facebook and I'm not letting anyone in. So for people on Vocal, everything's locked. Love you. Okay, so I am monitoring Facebook comments on my phone. Hopefully it all works. So to get into what I wanted to talk about tonight, let me start over. Okay, I'm really excited, so I'm a little flustered and a little worked up. So imagine we're gonna set the scene. Okay, so imagine you are you're at dinner, you're at a holiday dinner, and your kids are running around and they're kind of going crazy. They're stir crazy. They don't have anything really to do, and they're picking at everything. They're touching stuff, and you just need them to do something. This is where the legacy hunt comes in. So I've devised a very clever plan for you to be able to have your kids start meaningful conversations with family members that are at the family dinner. And if you don't have family dinners, then obviously these conversations can happen over the phone. But the whole idea is to give your kids an opportunity to ask questions that, for one, they identify with. So kid-friendly questions, age-appropriate questions. I am suggesting an age range somewhere between the ages of 6 and 12 is what this is absolutely perfect for. And I just wanted to cover a few things of how it could work. And the three big things that I love, their benefits. We stave off boredom. So we give our kids something to do at our holiday dinner instead of running around and whining, potentially. We include everyone at the table. So the scavenger hunt is designed to include everyone. There's literally a question where you have to go around and ask everyone the same thing. And then the other thing is being able to have better conversations and giving your kids the tools they need to be better communicators. They will start with interviewing skills and being able to have an ongoing conversation with someone they love that they wouldn't maybe otherwise have done. So examples of questions are things like favorite food, because everyone loves food. We all love food. And then the other one that I'm gonna shout out to Annie Ruggles. She suggested nicknames. So asking their grandmother or aunt or uncle their most embarrassing nickname, which I thought was really fun. So that's totally gonna be in there. So this is my idea, and I'm really excited for it to be something that people use, and there will be a link for it in the description pretty soon after I'm done. I was trying to have it finished before I went on, but it didn't work, and that's okay. So let's talk about why it's important for kids, family members, for this intergenerational storytelling, for the kids to get involved at an early age. From my experience, it has been very beneficial for my children to be able to have conversations with their elders, having conversations with other generations in my family. And not only that they want to have the conversations, but then they're also able to ask questions that are not always insightful, but something that they relate to and that the person across from them relates to. And they, of course, me being their mom, they don't, favorite color is really important, and asking that question is really important. But my follow up, and I have them follow up with a question, is always why, or what do you love about that color, or why do you love that color, or what memories are attached to that color. And that gives that the child the opportunity to see depth and dimension in a person that they might have seen as someone who was unapproachable, or they didn't know how to talk to, or they didn't think they have anything in common with. And it helps bridge that gap of the generational gap between the 6-year-old and the 60-year-old, and that they're able to have a meaningful and fun conversation. So that's one of the huge reasons of why I wanted to put this together, because I think it's so very important that we not only come together as families at dinners, but also engage with each other, in addition to all the engagement I'm sure that already happens. But having that engagement of a conversation that's engaged, and being able to have conversations that the children will remember and that the adults will remember. And it will completely change the way we view our holidays. Kids might be more excited about going. So imagine that you're able to have these conversations at Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and then when leading up to Christmas, they're able to have a whole conversation with you about things they were able to talk about with grandma at Thanksgiving. And all of a sudden now there's this excitement about coming together again as a family, and maybe wanting to ask more questions or revisit topics that were already talked about. And spoiler alert, this is the basis of building the excitement and possibly the inspiration for your family to come together and tell a story together. And for me, it always starts with the kids, because the kids have the excitement. They're the ones that are, they're still curious about the world. They want to know weird things about people, and they ask the most ridiculous questions. And what do we say? Out of the mouths of babes, right? So they can get away with asking some really wickedly funny questions. So the scavenger hunt is a guide of how to start this storyteller conversation, how to get your kids to start asking questions. And I'm including a parent guide, of course, because kid product wouldn't be complete without a parent guide. But the parent guide will walk you through of, here's why we're doing it this way. Here's how you can build on this. And really giving you support of how to encourage your children to have these conversations, and then what it looks like afterwards. How do we document the conversations? What tools do we have available to us that are online, that are free? And then even taking it a step further and being able to share it with family who wasn't there. So all the family that you have far flung across the globe, being able to share with them what conversations you were able to have at Christmas dinner, or at Thanksgiving dinner, or Hanukkah, or whatever holiday you celebrate. So that this opportunity that we come together, we have family dinners, we have holiday dinners, and how can we take those moments that are already beautiful and wonderful and build on them, enhance them, and be more intentional about how we spend that time together. Because it really, as we know, it only happens a couple times a year that maybe everyone is in one place. And what can we do with that small amount of time that gets everyone involved and create something that everyone will remember, and really build those new memories, in addition to remembering the past memories. So that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. So intergenerational storytelling, getting your kids involved, it's all about making everything a game. It's making it fun. It's making it relatable to them. If you don't want to do a scavenger hunt, don't do the scavenger hunt. But find something that gets your kids excited about storytelling, that gets them excited about wanting to talk to grandma, and and encourage them to do it and give them the tools they need to be able to do it. And I would love to be a part of your family's story as you embark on this intergenerational storytelling adventure. So feel free to reach out. You can PM, comment, email me, whatever you'd like. And please do check out the link that'll be in the description of wherever this video is posted. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And in the meantime, happy writing.